When a guest comes to your house, my friends, in the West countries, cafe, voda, couple of minutes, go home. Super. When it comes to the Balkans, my friends, 3 days minimum. Welcome. Balkan Breakfast Talk Show, my friends, new Balkan series. Like, subscribe would help me tremendously. Super, friends. Buy me a coffee link if you want to donate something to this channel. If not, my friends, stay enjoy free of charge. I don't charge anything because Balkan people, we don't have money. My friends, listen. When a guest, today, the episode, my friends, is gonna be again the chill out episode because I made a lot of complex topics, my friends. I have to relax a bit as well, plus to relax you and your mind. My friends, today we're going to talk about the price of Balkan generosity, let's say, hospitality and tradition. I'm gonna explain to you everything, don't worry. The list that I made, very good, very sexy, super. My friends, listen, in the Balkans, we treat guests like they're kings. You come, my friends, to my house, domaćinska kuća, as we say, very good house, my friends, and I'm the houseman, which actually doesn't make sense because we have a housewife. I'm the houseman, aka domaćin, super. Balkan people will understand me, super. And my friend, first we start with a couple of shots of rakia, super. Then, my friends, meze, sirence, krastavac, paradise, patlijana, this kind of shit. After that, my friend, a whole roasted pig, or for the Muslim families, lamb. My friends, after that, lokum, cafe, baklava, until you finish everything, my friends, and until you leave my house, you're literally gonna be like a watermelon. And our visit will last minimum 3 days. If you leave, you disrespect me, remember, very important. Super. Super. My friends, listen, hospitality is a cultural law. Because, my friends, across the Balkan countries, I don't want to mention again, we had actually a very dark past. We had wars, we had poverties, we had embargoes. We had countries appear out of nowhere, countries disappearing out of nowhere. Countries were bigger, countries were smaller. Borders were reshifting, so on and so on and so on. My friends, this dark past actually taught us how to treat our communities better, how to treat our guests. Because, my friends, in the hearts, we are actually the most beautiful people in the world. I don't care what you think, in our hearts. But, my friends, and the countries are extremely beautiful. The only problem is the dinosaurs. I'm not gonna talk about them today, about the politicians. They're the only problem. The people are fucking amazing, my friends. Super. Hospitality, my friends, in the Balkan is not optional. It's actually tradition. Doesn't matter if you're male or female, my friends. Who gives a shit if I come to your house, if I'm your guest? My friends, you're gonna treat me well, or I'm gonna treat you well. And this is expected and this is normal. My friend, I really don't care if you ate before you come to my house. You're gonna eat again. You're gonna go and throw up and you're gonna eat again. Remember this. Very important. Because, my friends, as I said, the communities survive because of mutual generosity. You understand? Somebody didn't have actually food. Somebody didn't have water. Somebody didn't have something. My friends, we were sharing. Even though, I actually mention in every episode, even though the Balkan Peninsula, in general and in quotation marks, is not very rich peninsula. My friends, the people are rich in their hearts. We have a soul, something which is called a soul, which most of you people, which are not part of the Balkans, lost it somewhere. I don't know how different topic. Super. My friends, listen. The hidden tax of social expectations. First of all, listen, my friends. A Balkan wedding, let's say, for example, I make a wedding. My friends, minimum guests, 300 people. And that's actually a low number. In some weddings, my friends, 1,000 people, the whole village is there, the whole city. My friends, people are just coming, and you're wondering, my friends, if the money that you take from the bank will actually cover for the wedding. It happens like this, my friends. Super. Listen, back in the days, let's say 90s, early 2000s, when guests were coming to the weddings, my friends, they were actually bringing presents, because back in the days, my friends, mladoženci, or actually the groom and the bride, people were expected from them to actually own a house or to own an apartment, which was normal, my friends. Aha, they're getting married, they have some place to live. Super. It's not like now, my friends, now you're getting married and you're living under the bridge near the dumpsters. Because, my friends, in these capital cities, everything is good. Pičku majčinu, but different topic. Super. And my friends, when guests were coming to your wedding, my friends, they were bringing you, listen, very, very interesting. Microwave, mixer, the one for mixing, blender, toaster, appliances for your kitchen, my friends, something for your bedroom, maybe something for sexy time, super, so on and so on. So, my friend, when the wedding finishes after 1 week, because because the weddings are lasting for 1 week. After the wedding finishes, my friends, you cannot take your presents with the car. You have to rent a truck, my friends, schlepper, schlepper, so you can transport, my friends, your gifts from the place to your house. Super. But, my friends, in the modern times, it's not like that anymore. Let's be honest, my friends. When guests are coming, they're bringing you an envelope, my friends, with money inside. Super. I'm not saying no, but, my friends, and depends on the budget and depends on the family, right? Some family, my friend, can afford to give you, I don't know, 100, 200, 300, 500 euros. Some family can afford to give you just a check from the bank. or they will put in the envelope their electricity bill so you can pay for it. Super. I'm just joking, my friends. But listen, actually, if somebody from your guest is rich and he is very close to you, something like your relative, brother, sister, I don't know, cumbre, the godfather of you or something, my friends, they're buying them even cars. So you see, we have this tradition of bringing expensive thingies. Now the expensive thing is money, but doesn't matter. Super. Then, my friends, when somebody visits your house, especially, we have something which is called, my friends, Slava. Something like, I'm going to explain for the Westerners, celebration of some saint. For example, my friends, Saint Nicholas, Saint Trifun, Saint Kirill and Methody, and blah, blah, or maybe your name, maybe your friend, maybe your name, my friend, is Atanas, Sveti Atanas, and so on and so on and so on. So we have this kind of celebrations, which is, again, my friends, like mini weddings. You understand? We have celebrations literally for everything. That's why we're a little bit poor, but doesn't matter, my friends, we're rich in the heart. We have a soul. Super. My friends, for this Slava, which actually, again, lasts for 3 days, I'm going to explain to you. You should not invite the guests. It's not like that. You have Kuchna Slava, as we say, house celebration, let's say. Super. My friends, the guests were not invited. They're coming to you by default because they know that you're celebrated that saint on a particular day. You understand? My friends, you should prepare literally everything for everybody, and you don't know how many people will come. Usually, for Slava, my friends, a lot of people are coming because, my friend, free food, free drinks, and, my friends, free Jurka, bre! All night long, maybe even for 3 days. Watch the movie Ivkova Slava, you're gonna understand it. Super. So, my friends, in general, one household spends a lot of money and a lot, let's say, portion of their budget, my friends, for celebrations, for social obligations and for hospitality traditions. We value the tradition a lot, even though now the youngsters, we actually thought that the youngsters will forget about it. Because, my friends, a lot of people emigrated from the Balkans. Now, I mean, there is still a lot of people in the Balkans, but a lot of people emigrated. Actually, your family members, your close friends or something went to America, went to Germany, went to Switzerland. This kind of shit, my friends. And after that, when you're doing, as the time progresses, you're doing Slava or some celebration or something, my friends. And you're seeing that fewer and fewer guests are coming, or maybe new guests are coming, the old guests are in Switzerland. Super. The youngsters, even though we thought actually that they would forget about the tradition and everything, I can see not all of them, of course, there are some modern ones which they don't care about this kind of stuff anymore. Super, but my friends, I can see a lot of them actually are keeping up the traditions. Which is good, my friends, because a tradition is a tradition. A celebration is a celebration. Money, you can spend it, you can earn it, and you can spend it again. But my friend, time with your people and these kind of celebrations, they're priceless. You understand? Especially in the Balkans, my friends, they're priceless. You understand? Super, super. Esa. Sorry. The cultural differences, my friends, with us, with the West. Super. So, for example, my friends, in countries like, let's say, for example, in European Union, Germany, Netherlands, blah, blah, blah. Super. France. My friends, social rules are actually very, very different. I actually attended a birthday party here in Czech Republic. I was invited, my friends. Super. You pay for the food and blah, 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 and you give tips and blah, blah. But the drinks were free of charge, and the drinks were limited to Coca-Cola or pivo or beer. My friends, in the Balkans, it's not like. And plus, my friends, when you're gathering with your friends here in the, I mean, Czech Republic not that much, because Czech Republic is still Slavic, super, even though Prague is a little bit mixed. There is no Czech people in Prague, let's be honest, super. But my friends, in the Western countries, for example, when you go with your friends outside or something, my friends, you're splitting up the bill, blah, 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 that you're not giving up tips, you're not doing this, you're actually, how the Americans are saying, you're going Dutch. That's a very interesting phrase. You're going Dutch, my friends, or you're going out with some girl. Listen. In the Balkans, my friends, if you go on a date with a Balkan girl, let's say, for example, you're a guy from Finland, super, and you come to the Balkans, my friends, because you want to party, super, odlično. You're gonna have a great time, trust me. My friends, and you go on a date with a Balkan girl. By default, you should pay. By default. If you don't pay, my friend, problem. She's gonna look at you like something is wrong with you. Like, you understand? That's normal, my friends, in the Balkans. And plus, when I'm inviting somebody for something, doesn't matter if it's in my house or if it's outside, my friends, you pay for it. You understand? The person who is inviting is paying for everything. I don't give a shit if you drink chivas or spritzer, which means, my friends, cheap wine with kisela voda, bro, with sparkling water. I don't give a shit what you drink. It's on me. You understand? This is the Balkan tradition. Nobody gives a shit if you have money or if you're struggling with your finances. Nobody gives a shit, my friends. But this is the cultural differences between us and the West. That's why, now I'm gonna be serious, no jokes. That's why, my friends, a lot of people who are coming to the Balkans for different reasons actually took advantage of us. Because they know that, my friends, we're actually throwing money left and right on celebrations. They took advantage of us. They took advantage of our hospitality. They took advantage of our way of thinking, of our way of living. Because, my friends, and sorry, they actually took advantage of our souls. And as we say in the Balkans, my friends, don't worry, my friend, I will forgive you, but I will never forget. You understand? Super. A lot of them remember. Super. My friends, listen. In the West, I'm not saying no. They're prioritizing, my friends, because everything is expensive. They're prioritizing, my friends, savings, rent, utilities, something, and plus personal boundaries between people when they're gathered somewhere. My friends, in the Balkans, it's not like this. There is no secrets when you sit with me on the table, trust me. And plus, our Balkan elixir, rakia. My friends, after a couple of shots of rakia, you're gonna open to me and you're gonna tell me all the problems in your life. Our gathering will last maybe even for a month. But, my friends, don't worry, we're gonna solve all the problems. Like I solved all the problems for you. So, that's how we do, my friends. I know in some cases, for example, in modern times, because a lot of the modern people, my friends, are now motherfuckers. They just want to take advantage of you. I understand. But, my friends, again, you cannot cheat your soul. You understand? We have something that is called soul and you cannot cheat it. Doesn't matter, my friends. You can be poor all of your life. I mean, financially poor. But my friends, you can be so rich and your heart will be rich. And you will have a lot of memories on your phone or in your head. Doesn't matter. You understand? That's how Balkan people are behaving. Super. So, my friends. Sorry, bre, pičku meč. Sorry. And plus, we actually take pride in this, my friends. We're actually very proud when we treat our people good. And plus, when we treat the foreigners which are coming to our country even better. So you can see, my friends, that we're actually in this world, in these modern times in 2026, there are still, my friends, people who are actually behaving like people, who are not behaving like retards, like idioti. You understand? If you want to feel a connection with somebody, my friends, go to the Balkans and be nice to the people, and you will see how you will be treated. You will be treated like a king or a queen. You understand? Super. So, my friends, listen. Conservative culture versus economic modernization. Listen. As I said, I don't want to bother you. In Balkans, in majority, my friends, we're conservative by default, by born. When we're born, my friend, they push default setting. The default setting, my friend, is conservative. So, which means, my friends, family roles, traditions, social hierarchy, you have to respect from the elderly, obedience to the elderly, community expectations, and so on and so on. And plus, my friends, you should know, for example, how to treat the people right. We were taught differently. We were raised differently. Because, my friends, listen, in the Balkans, doesn't matter if you're a woman. My friends, if there is chopping wood needs to be done today, you will chop wood, my friends. I don't give a shit if you're some girl with 45 kilos. Sekira, axe, ta. My friends, it is what it is. If the grandfather doesn't have nephews, only nieces, problem, my friend. If you're a girl, you're gonna chop wood, you're gonna feed the pigs, you're gonna feed the chickens, you're gonna help around your household. We don't give a shit. You understand? Everybody works. And that's why, my friends, everybody is strong. And that's why you're wondering why, if you have a Balkan girl or a Balkan woman, my friends, she's throwing flip-flops at your head and she can lift the whole bed, by herself. That's why, my friends, she was raised differently. Remember. Super. So, my friends, conservative culture, as I said, we're actually conservative by default. I don't want to bother you. But the economic modernization, listen, my friends, even though we have this karate. Sorry. Even though, my friends, we have this conservative mindset, we cannot. We are living in this world. So, my friends, it's not like Balkan is in Saturn. So, my friends, we're living on planet Earth. Super. Which means, my friends, we're actually. How can I say? We're actually feeling the economic modernization. We have to modernize if we want to survive. Remember, a lot of time in the past, logic. It passed, my friends. Now we have to live in the new world. You understand? The world actually, and especially, my friends, after 2020. This is the new world. Super. So we have to adapt to it. Super. So, my friends, listen. Younger people in the Balkans, and me as well, my friends, who were actually born between two systems, let's say, my friends, they actually feel the pressure from one side to respect and to obey all the traditions, which are good, my friends, and they're beautiful traditions. So, from the religion part, doesn't matter if you're Orthodox, Catholic, or a Muslim, doesn't matter. From the family part, my friends, you have to respect everybody. You have to help even financially your relatives and blah blah blah. So you have a lot of things to do in your life. When you're born as a Balkan, my friends, you have a to-do list. You understand? And there is not saying no. Nobody gives a shit if you're a man or a woman. Nobody. You have to do this and you will do it. Otherwise, my friends, your family will put X on you. You understand? Very important thing. So, my friends, the youngsters, especially today, they're feeling the pressure of the tradition versus, my friends, for them to open their mind to, okay, I have to be honest. Don't get mad at me, but I'm just being brutally honest like in every episode. instead of being more entrepreneurship. Super. So my friends, listen, the older people in the Balkan countries are a little bit outdated. Logic. As, for example, in the other parts of European Union. My friends, they're a little bit outdated. Which means, my friends, when they're raising you, they're gonna push you to be like them. Super. My friends, some of them were actually rich if they were smart, especially back in the days, my friends, when they were living in Yugoslavia, when Bulgaria was living after the thing is, doesn't matter. Ceausescu, Romania, Albania, Enver Hoxha, doesn't matter. My friends, there is like some rich families, but there is like some poor families. So my friends, if somebody of you, me in this case, were raised, my friends, in a, let's say, a normal family, and you were raised, my friends, especially with your grandparents were helping your parents, my friends, you were raised with some mindset which was literally from the 50s, from the 40s, from the 30s, even during the Second World War. We have this generation still. Super. But my friends, they cannot tell you much. They can tell you, obey your government, work some normal job, save money, buy an apartment, which you know in today's modern time, my friend, is not possible at all. So, I have a very good, interesting suggestion. Mirambe, I'm sorry. My friends, tradition is very important. Religion is very important, even though religion is private thing between you and God. Remember, nobody needs to know about it. Super. Pride, so you can be proud of something. My friends, respect for the family, respect, helping, blah. Everything is important. But for you, my people that are my let's say, from Gen X younger, the younger gen, super. Even though we're not that young anymore, but doesn't matter. Younger people, my friends, we should know and we should learn how to balance. The balance is very important thing, my friends, because if you're not balancing between tradition and expectations from your families, and the things that you will like to do, because my friends, listen, even some families will actually they will make a draft for your life. how they think that you should live it. You understand? Doesn't matter, my friends, if you want to be a hairdresser, your father thinks that you should be a doctor because he was a doctor. This is normal expectations in the Balkans, my friends. You understand? Normal expectations. But if we don't do these separations between, not separation, but let's say balance between tradition and actually realizing and organizing around our budget, my friends, we will literally bankrupt, and after that, under the bridge near the dumpsters with the rats, and we will dance with them. You understand? We need to learn these things immediately, especially for the younger people, because I said, for the gastarbite, for the diaspora that actually left, my friends, I don't know if they kept their tradition of Slava, this celebration of saints, big weddings and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. But my friends, you can see a lot of Balkan people now emerge on YouTube out of nowhere. Living in Canada, living in Australia, living in Germany, Switzerland, America, and so on and so on and so on. So those who moved actually progressed. Even now in the Balkans, because as I said, generations are changing, countries are modernizing. You cannot stop it. We live on planet Earth, we're not on Saturn. Even though we look like Saturn in the Balkans. That's another story. Super. My friends, we live on planet Earth. You understand? So we can feel the economic modernization. We can feel the impact of everything. Positive and negative. So we need to balance. Because, my friends, a lot of spies, špioni si među nama, super, took advantage of our Balkan countries, especially back in the days, because of our hospitality, because of our generosity, because of our tradition, because we were very nice, my friends. We actually welcomed everything. And what did they do? They stole a lot of things. They installed some dinosaurs in the government, which are fucking us up till this day, as we're speaking. They stole a lot of artifacts from the Balkans as well. And they changed, listen to me very carefully and don't get angry at me. Please, in the comments, don't get angry at me. They changed a lot of history for you, my friends. Hey, open the books, open some interesting things, and you will see, my friends, who was actually dictating a lot of things in the Balkans back in the days. And this is because, my friends, we didn't know how to stand our ground and how to celebrate our traditions and we knew how to celebrate our traditions and rules, but, my friends, we didn't know how to say no, because we're actually very nice people by default. And that's why, my friends, we're fucked. You understand? Summa summarum, that's how we're fucked. You understand? A lot of people took advantage of us. A lot of people, domestic and foreign as well. A lot of them. And that's why you had to move to Germany. And that's why, my friends, now your parents or your grandparents on Viber every weekend are saying, yeah, they're waving to the nephew, to your kid. You understand? They made a lot of problems. They didn't make these problems for Germany. They didn't make these problems for Finland, for Sweden, for no. They didn't. They made it for us. Why? Because my friends, we're good. And they will tell you, my friends, you suck, you're poor, you're third world, you can, shipki bre. Sorry. We're not third world. You want for us to think that we're third world country. Sorry. My friends, we're not. Do you know what is a third world country now? All of the major cities in European Union. Not Czech Republic. Czech Republic is good, is strong. You know for who I'm talking about. I don't want to mention the country. Somebody can get angry at me. But I'm being brutally honest. Now you see. You were saying to us, these Balkan people, instead of saving money, they're making a celebration for 10 days. They're doing this, they're doing that. They're poor, they're stupid, they're not educated, they're blah, blah, blah. Okay, super. Let's say, for example, we are, which we're not, but we are. Do you see how karma actually caught up to you? If you believe in karma, I don't believe. I believe in God, only in God. But you saw and you see now what is happening in your countries, because you actually dissolve and dismantle the tradition, the traditional values, the pride, the joy of your country. Now you see what is happening. You can barely even live in the capitals anymore. My friends, you see, things are changing. Now you're gonna come to the Balkans. Shipki. We will see. You will have to ask me first. So, I'm just joking. My friends, I have to be brutally honest. Don't get angry at me. I'm just being brutally honest. Because, as I said, when the truth hurts you and me, that's when we're starting healing, bruh. I'm always saying to you, brutally honest. Not partially, not diplomat, brutally honest. Super. My friends, one more thing and I finish. How many? 28 minutes? One more thing. Listen. When tradition actually meets global economies, as I said, a lot of things are changing. We have to change it as well. My friends, young people should actually follow the traditions as well. First and foremost, what we should do is actually repopulate the villages and the cities, because most of the traditions in the Balkans, my friends, emerged out of villages. Believe it or not. Some church somewhere, and you celebrate, for example, that day, my friends, the church's saint. That's how we do in the Muslim countries as well. You understand? That's how we do. That's how we respect each other. As an Orthodox me, I'm going, for example, back in the days, because I grew up around Muslim people, because, my friends, in the Balkans, everything is kasha popara. You will see in one classroom, my friends, I don't know, Alexander, Toshe, Blagojna, blah, Demiri, Abdullah, so on. It's normal. It's normal. For us, it's normal. You think it's abnormal, but for us, it's normal. Those are Balkan people. Different tribes. Mixed up tribes. Those are Balkan people, 1,000,000%. Turkish as well, Albanians, Bosnian. Doesn't matter, my friends. We're all the same shit. Don't pretend that somebody else is better than somebody else. You understand? We're just pretending. My friends, you're living in the same peninsula, but it's like this big on the map. 11 countries. The fuck is wrong with you? Okay, super. My friends, how can I say? One more thing. The biggest problem now in the Balkans is financial literacy. Not literacy, literacy. My friends, Yes, you're gonna continue the traditions. You're gonna respect the traditions. You're gonna do everything to honor your family, to honor your God, and everything is good, my friends. And you should do it. Everything is perfect. Invite me for baklava, bre, lele. Hey, doesn't matter, my friends. You should respect everything, and you should respect all the people. But in the same time, my friends, you should be financially literate, to have financial literacy. Because, my friends, if you don't, we are literally gonna starve in the Balkans. I'm not even joking with you, my friends. Immediately modernize your head, learn as much as possible, and, my friends, balance between finances, so savings, investing, stocks, crypto, blah blah blah, this financial thing is, with the tradition, my friends. We don't have to be like everything at once, my friends. Take credit, invite the whole wedding and spend all the money. We can do it half. You understand? But don't, my friends, listen. Don't forget where you're coming from. There were a lot of people in my life. How many? Really, 32 minutes. One more sentence. Sorry, my friends. I'm really like an old grandma. I talk a lot, but I'm sorry. Don't forget, my friends, where you're coming from. Never forget where you're coming from. Don't be ashamed. Balkans is the most beautiful region ever. Ask everybody who is real and who is honest, and they will tell you. Okay, we don't have Dolomiti. We don't have, I don't know, like the churches in Spain. Doesn't matter, my friends, but we're beautiful from the other side. The south side. The more sexy side of Europe. You understand, my friends? Honor it. Be proud. Respect your traditions. Respect your family. Respect everybody around the Balkan countries. And release your mind, my friends, from propaganda and from politics. And you will be success. And learn finances. Please learn finances. Educate yourself. And, my friends, you will see God will follow you. And you will be, my friends, the perfect person. You understand? Please. Super. My friends, thank you very much. Chill out episode with a little bit of a twist. Chili pepper. Super. My friends, thank you very much. Like, subscribe. Again, buy me a coffee if you want to donate to the channel something. If not, my friend, opa, here is the coffee. Super. And, my friends, see you very soon into the next episode. Ciao.